Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and I'm currently in Jodhpur, India. So we arrived actually 2 days ago. We arrived at about 5 p.m. so there wasn't much to see or do that evening. We kind of went out for some food and that was it. Yesterday morning I had a bit of an emotional breakdown, had a good cry. I haven't done that in about 6 months, so I really needed it. But it also meant that I wasn't particularly in the mood to vlog. And then today I went to sleep last night at like 3 or 4 a.m. I was just hyper and could not sleep. Which means that today I'm a little bit tired, but I kind of thought if I don't vlog today, there's things that I might not be able to show you and that I want to be able to show you because I don't obviously know what we're going to be doing over the next couple of days. So welcome to the vlog. So it's currently about 11 a.m, probably something like that, half 11 maybe. And we're about to go out and explore the city. We want to go and see the blue city, or like the blue area of Jodhpur. It's called the blue city because there's a section in particular that all the buildings are painted blue. We did go yesterday and we saw the blue corridor and we saw something else that's kind of on Google Maps that's worth seeing. But I think we'll go today as well and I can show you around a little bit. And I've also taken my camera today. Yesterday I only took phone snaps, so today I'll be able to take actual photographs and pop them on screen as well. But welcome, if you are new here, please do subscribe and let's go and explore Jodhpur. Okay, so we've come outside. It is absolutely boiling. So we're here in May, late May. It's currently about 43 degrees, something like that in the shade. So of course I've got my hat on. But we've just walked up. We're kind of walking around the outside of the city to kind of go down to the blue section. But we've just come to this viewpoint that I thought I would show you. So this is what I was just talking about. So we're staying somewhere around here, right? Because we didn't walk too far. So I can't figure out which one it is. But I think one of these is where we're staying, or somewhere close anyway. But I thought it was such a cool view with all the buildings. Anyway, we're currently walking down this road. So we're just walking past this kind of factory, people making things. These are all handmade, and I think these are to put candles in, kind of upside down, if that makes sense. So you put the candle in there and then have it going upwards. And there's people over there as well, like hand banging them. And then we're currently walking up this road, and we've got the fort on the right hand side. It's really impressive because it like towers over the whole city. And then if we look over this way, that's the city, well, some of the city. So it's really cool that you get this really amazing view. So we're just walking down this road, and you can see it's all painted blue, and there's these big murals on the walls as well. There's also lots of street doggies, so if you like doggies, there's lots of them. And that's the view over the city. Oh wow, there's more murals down here. So we've just been walking down this one. I've been taking some photographs, but there's two goats living on a balcony that I thought I would show you. They literally have zero space, but you know, people here have got to do what they've got to do. Hello. And this is the street we're going down. Hello! And then this is the street we're walking down. It's all blue and it's beautiful. So this is where we're walking down right now. Absolutely beautiful. So we've just been walking from down there, but I wanted to show you this view because there's the fort up there, which is like a reddish sandstone, and then all these buildings are blue. Just put you on wide angle. It's so cool, especially with the pops of like this reddish orange colour as well. Wow. This is super cool. I'm going to put you on wide angle again. Wow, that's awesome. If you want to come here yourself, it's by LG Guest House Restaurant. So some really cool street art here. There's this one with muscly arms. There's also some angel wings down there that I didn't bother getting a picture of. There's also this one which I thought was cute, like two hands holding hands. So that's lovely. But we're now walking down this way. There's Jeremy waiting for me as usual. Okay, I had to show you this. Absolutely beautiful. Love that. Jeremy got a little snap of me. But then also through here, okay, no more wide angle. I don't love wide angle. But anyway, how incredible is this square? Wow. Okay, this place is so cool. I think it's my favourite place we've been to in India so far. It's incredible. This kid's talking to us, he's called Oman. Okay, I've put you on wide angle again. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Jodhpur Junction. Oh, and then there's a train. That's so cool. Okay, so I've made it back to the blue corridor. It's just behind me, but I wanted to show you this because it's lots of, like, the white bits are elephants, and actually so are the yellow bits. That's cool. And then you can see the fort all the way up there. So I'm looking forward to seeing the fort. I think we're going to go next week in the morning one day. I think we're going to have insane views over the city, but I wanted to show you that. And then this down here is called the Blue Corridor, I believe. And it's basically, we came here yesterday, so I'm glad we're here again so I can show you, but there's lots of different paintings on the walls, like these. And then this way, and there's these turbans here. And then yesterday I actually took a picture on those steps up there. So you can see, like, the side of the steps are decorated and painted, and I particularly liked this one as well. It's kind of all, it's beautiful at the top and it's all kind of broken at the bottom, and I love that. So we're just making our way up the steps, and I thought I'd show you this painting. And there's this as well at the side. It says "Welcome to Blue City," which I love. And I think there's a temple at the top, so we're going to go and have a look. Okay, I'm just about dying of heat, but we've come to the top of the blue corridor, and there's a temple at the top here. Jeremy's just going in, so I'm going to go and follow him. Okay, we finished in the temple, had a quick look, and I thought I'd show you this elephant painting. I love that. Anyway, now we're going to make our way back down here, and I'll show you the blue corridor. Okay, so we are back down to the blue corridor, so I kind of wanted to show you what's down here, because there's lots of different artwork. So there's these kind of mandala flowers, which are so pretty. There's also lots of portraits and things, like, there's kind of this style where it's darker blue on light blue, like women's faces and things, but there's also like actually painted people as well. So I'm just going to quickly show you down here so you can see. I actually posted a reels from here on my Instagram and TikTok and everything else yesterday my time, so it would have been a couple of weeks ago for you. So it's really cool. So you can see the fort up there. We've just walked down some of it. As you can see, more kind of mandalas and flowers. There's also a lot of peacocks here in India. Peacocks and elephants is what seems to be painted a lot, especially here in Rajasthan, the peacocks. But there's some flowers here, butterfly. There's also these people. I'll put you on wide angle, maybe that'll help. So, and then as you walk down, there's kind of paintings either side. Jeremy's trying to hide in the shade, even though there's not much shade. You're doing well, Jeremy. And then we come out to this. It's a beautiful building, and it's incredible. So that's where we just walked down. There's more peacocks here, like, so there's lots of paintings of peacocks, lots of women, things like that. And there's a couple more there. And then there's also a couple more here as well, so I'll quickly show you these. I mean, I'm guessing this is telling some sort of story about the history of Jodhpur, but I'm not entirely sure what that is. And then there's more paintings on the side here of different people and different things happening. Okay, back on wide angle while I show you this building because it is beautiful. So we've just come from that way, that's where the blue corridor is, but I wanted to show you this shop in particular because they sell incredible textiles. Like, these men's jackets are insane. They are so, so pretty. And then this is what Jodhpur looks like. So we're going to now walk and try and find a couple of temples. Okay, we are coming to a temple, so I'm going to leave the information in the description box down below. My hair is literally wet from sweat. It is so hot here, but let me show you inside. Thank you. So this is as you come in. There's a couple of different things I'm going to show you. So I need to give you a little bit of an update. We just went into the temple number 1. I'll leave it linked down below. And we were just sat minding our own business, kind of watching the music, watching everybody do their thing. And then one woman who kept making eye contact with me and kept kind of like nodding and things to me was like, come on, come on. And I was like, okay, because I quite like doing things that are different and kind of immersing myself in the culture, let's say. So she took me to the front, and like in front of all the other Indian women, and basically hold a tray with like 2 candles on it. I didn't even tell you. You hold a tray with 2 candles and you sort of move it in one direction and then move it in the other direction. So I was just copying them and doing what they were telling me to do, and then it got passed on to the next person. I got a couple of videos, and then a woman came and spoke to me, the same woman who pulled me up there, and she gave me this bracelet, and she was talking to me, but obviously it was loud because they were singing, and I don't know if she was asking for money or if she was telling me to pray, or like I really don't know what she was saying, because it was obviously in Hindi or something. And then Jeremy came over and was like, I don't know what we need to do, I think someone's telling me to leave, I don't understand. And I was like, okay. So we went back over to where we were sitting, and there was one woman who was grabbing my hand and like pulling me to the other side, and then there was like 2 or 3 women saying sit down, sit down. And then the kid who did this came over and was like, what's your name? Yeah, whistling, blowing a whistle and like trying to communicate and ask what my name was and things. So it was very confusing, and in the end we were just like, let's just go, because I don't know if we're upsetting people or not, because some people were telling us to sit down and other people were telling us to like go somewhere else, and apparently they're now
waving this way.
Oh yeah. Oh, she wants us to go back. Anyway, so we've come to a different temple, and it's across the street. Again, I'll leave the information down below, but it was very confusing. It was beautiful, and it was nice to be a part of that and to experience it, but it also got very confusing in terms of like, are we upsetting people? Are we doing something wrong? Is Jeremy not supposed to be here? Because where we were sat was just all Indian women, and then me and Jeremy, whereas the men were kind of on the outside, so I don't know if he was in the wrong area. No idea what happened. Anyway, we're now in a different temple, so we'll see what happens here basically. But this is the second one that we have come to. So this is the outside of the second one that we're about to walk into, and beautiful paintings outside. So we're going to go in there now. Okay, so we are now on our way back to the homestay slash hotel. But I wanted to show you the stepwell that they have here in Jodhpur, because it's so cool. And then actually this one you can actually walk down it, like the one that we went to the other day in Jaipur, you couldn't go down, but this one you can. It's kind of open, and there was people swimming the other day, so it's really cool. So this is, I'm going to put you on wide angle again so you can see, but you can see the kids down there have been swimming and jumping in and things. He's about to go. So cool, especially here where it's absolutely roasting, so I completely understand why they're swimming. Bloody hell. Yeah. guys, so I haven't spoken to you since earlier today when we were at the stepwell even. It's so noisy here. Anyway, it's now at 6 p.m. and we have come to see the sunset basically from like above the city. So we've got really cool views. We're not at the fort, we're probably like halfway between the city and the fort. So we're quite high, but not like super high. Just climbed up a million stairs, I'm out of breath, but I thought I would show you the view. So this is the current view and it's amazing. That is, I think it used to be a palace and it's now a hotel. It looks insane. And you can see some of the blue buildings here and it's incredible. And then the fort is there on the right hand side behind those men. So you can kind of see that we're about halfway up, something like that. But it's such a cool view. Okay, so we've come up to Singhoria Hill, which is basically a hill kind of next to the fort, like above the city. So we've got really amazing views up here. It was about 1 million steps, so I'm hot and sweaty and out of breath. But when we arrived here, they were saying like, please take off your shoes. And there's a tiny little Buddhist temple, so I'm going to pop that on screen so you can see. But I'm pretty sure there's a man here. I'm pretty sure he lives in that tiny little room looking after the temple. But we've now come up to the top and wanted to show you the views because we can kind of see over most of the city and it's amazing. So I'm sorry about the wind, but we climbed up the steps from there, all the way down there basically where those people are, and all the way up to here. And then this is the lookout point. So Jen was just taking some pictures and videos. And this is it, so you can see all the way over the city. And then back there as well, you can see the fort. I'm like stood on the railings, so you can't actually see it, but I'm stood up a little bit higher so I can see. And then, yeah, you can see some of the blue buildings. It's amazing. It's actually really cool as well to see the old walls and things. And then what's interesting all the way around here is there's lots of these black hair grips like this. There's also lots of little bits of fabric and also bracelets as well. So I'm not sure of the significance of that, but it looks pretty. So I've come off to the side to kind of show you another view basically, but this is Jodhpur in front of us. I don't recognise any of where we've been or where we're staying, but obviously I think that's probably okay. And then I was just stood up there when I was talking to you, it was a little bit windy. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Okay, so I think I've just realised that that's the clock tower there, and that's the big street where we went for food yesterday. And it means that the train station is kind of at the back here somewhere. So can I figure out where we're staying from there? Probably not. Somewhere here is my guess. I don't think I showed you earlier, but we were basically over there watching sunset. It was set over there somewhere, the sky is kind of orange. And this is the view over the city. You can see some of the blue buildings here and the fort. Okay, so it's about 7:30. We have finished at the sunset point. We're now going to walk back into town and we're going to go for dinner at one of the restaurants next to the stepwell. There's 2 restaurants there that look nice. So we're going to try out one of them tonight, which hopefully should have some nice views, but it's getting dark, so I won't be able to vlog too much more today. But I've actually done really well. I was expecting to vlog a tiny bit, but anyway, I'll chat to you when we get to the restaurant. Okay, we're on our way down. I thought I would show you this view because it's kind of twilight. It's not quite dark, it's not quite light. You can hear the music from the temple. I think it's coming from there. And then there's the fort up there. Okay, so we have come to Open House, which is basically next to this, which is the stepwell. It's really hard to show you like this, and then the other side behind me is the fort. So it's a really cool location sat between the fort and also the steps. So it's going to be a really nice meal just kind of sat here looking down at that. I will say the prices are expensive. I think we've ordered 2 things. One of them was 280, one of them was 300, so that's already 580. And then we ordered a naan bread each, I think was 50. So it's going to be way more expensive than we spent in Delhi, for example. Like in the tourist district in Delhi, when we got food at the restaurant that was kind of close to us, I think meals were like 100, were they? And then chapatis were like 7 or something. Whereas here the meal is 300 and we have to get a naan bread that's 50, so you can obviously tell the price is at least 3 times more. So that's fine. But we kind of realised as well, because we have a big breakfast here. I don't think I showed you this morning. No, I was meant to be vlogging today. I'll show you that at some point before we leave. But we're having breakfast here, which is quite a big breakfast, and they tend to serve us like savoury Indian breakfast. So like this morning it was, is it called samool? What's it called? The English word. Couscous or something like that, basically.
Yeah, semolina.
Semolina. But it's basically really filling. They also gave us cakes and a pastry and fruit as well. So we eat a lot in the mornings. We didn't actually buy lunch today, but if we were to buy lunch, we could buy like a samosa or 2 for 20 from in town. So we're actually still not spending much money on food, even though we're kind of spending a day's worth of food in one meal. But it kind of works out in the end because we're getting breakfast. So it's not too bad, but I'm enjoying the view. So there's the fort up there. Oh, you can see a star. Cute. And then this is the rooftop terrace. So there is this kind of more comfortable like lounging seating. We're sitting here, and then if you look down here you can see, so there's the main road where people walk around. You can see people sat there, and we came this afternoon and there was people swimming. You will have seen that. But it's such a cool view for dinner. Okay guys, so it's a couple of weeks later and I forgot to say goodbye in the vlog, but thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed looking around Jodhpur, aka the Blue City, and all the paintings and all the walls, and also the stepwell and come for dinner with us and all the rest of it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new here, make sure you do subscribe. After Jodhpur we went back to Delhi for a couple of days, we then went to Rishikesh, and now we are in Malaysia, so there's loads more travel content to come, so make sure you subscribe and I hope to see you soon. Bye!